we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, so early in the morning. This is the way we wash our clothes, wash our clothes, wash our clothes. This is the way we wash our clothes so early in the morning. This is the way we iron our clothes, iron our clothes.
Hello, Mom.
Oh, yes.
Mom, I'm calling to ask you a few questions for an interview. The first question is, what did I like to do as a child?
What did you like to do as a
This
child?
is the way we scrub the floor so early in the
Listen,
morning.
you were a very sweet child.
This is the way we mend our clothes, mend our clothes, mend our clothes. This is the way
As a matter
we
of fact,
mend our clothes.
the other day I was going to get all the little notes out that you wrote to me from the time you could write.
This is the way
And
we
put them in an
sweep the
envelope and send them
house,
to you
sweep
because
the
they were
house,
all
sweep the
sweet
house.
little love notes
This
that you
is the
wrote to
way
me.
we sweep the house so early in the morning. This is the way we bake our bread, bake our bread, bake our bread. This is the way we bake our bread so early in the morning. This is the way we go to church, go to church, go to church. This is the way we go to church so early in the morning. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush so early in the morning.
I tried to keep you contained, and you were not about to be left alone, and so I built a little, I'd hate to say a pen, but a little yard to keep you in. And it didn't work no way. You were out of it in 20 minutes, and you ate grass and dirt. You got worms. Then you ran away to Nan. You were the sweetest little kid I ever knew.
Bonnie lies over the ocean.
You're very different, Linda.
Bonnie
You're very
lies
different, Linda.
over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me.
What kind of mood did I have as, let's say, growing up?
Very bright and happy.
When I was small, what would you think I'd be?
The sweetest little child you ever had.
I mean, when I grew up.
Well, when you grew up? Strange you should call and ask me this, because I was thinking about you today and thinking, I wonder if Linda would have been happier if she'd been married and had some children and been a housewife. But I don't think it would have been.
If I had been married and a housewife?
Yeah, I don't think you would have been happy if you'd done that.
How come, hon?
You're too... out of it would be the word I've used, and yet that's not what I really want to say, but you weren't equipped for it, weren't geared for it, weren't... Oh, you're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda.
One of the ways that I saw myself was kind of, in my teenage years, as being very depressed. Was that true?
One of the things I can remember is if you got mad.
Was I an angry person, Ma?
Never. Never an angry person. You were a moody girl.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got upset or hurt, Linda, why'd you call me? Because this is all stuff I was thinking about all morning.
ESP, honey.
Because, and if you're hurt, like if I'm hurt, you just want to go away and you want to be by yourself and work it out and think about it. And you don't fight because words are really something you can never erase.
Well, I'm getting over that.
Well, you never fought. Oh, you mean now you're starting to fight?
Well, I'm getting over the running away silent, which is nice. I don't do that as much. I kind of try to work it out more.
With a person?
Yeah.
I haven't managed that one yet.
Well, that's...
No, because I always feel that what I feel or think and say can never be taken back.
Well, sometimes you have to say things and take a risk, you know. So I'm learning how to do that. It seems to take lots of pressure off to do that.
Maybe that's my problem. But I can't do it because I always feel I might regret.
Well, you might, but you have it off your chest. Are you at all surprised at how my life is in any way? I mean, if you thought of me young and you think of me now.
You always had a sense of guilt, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And remorse.
Mm-hmm.
For what reason, I never could be sure.
Mm-hmm.
But with all your little notes, which I really was going to collect them. Would you like to have them?
Oh, I'd love to.
I have them in a box.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the other day, maybe I ought to get these all together and give them to Linda.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I told you that one day I was going to start our letters from Linda.
Mm-hmm. And I said the rosary for you because I was mad at you.
Yeah. And then there was one where you owed me.
Covered with snow, I lost my true lover, from courting too slow, for courting's up.
Now I think in my bureau drawer, I don't know, there was a silver dollar.
And I took it. I did take colors from your dresser, Mill.
Well,
that's one of the things I did do.
But it's strange that you should call and ask about all this, because I was just going through all this and then mulling it over in my mind and thinking, where did I go wrong? And I don't think I did. You're very different. 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 You're very different,
Linda. Will send you to the grave.
And just this morning I was talking about you having worms when you were about 9 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And you really had worms.
Oh, when I was older than...
Huh?
9 years old, you mean?
No, 9 months.
Oh.
I'm talking about when we lived on Ulster Avenue when you had them.
Mm-hmm.
You were a sick baby for a long time, too, and it turned out to be you couldn't take evaporated milk.
So when I first came from the hospital, I couldn't drink regular milk, you mean?
I had a formula that was with evaporated milk, and every time I went to pick you up all these big chunks were coming out of your mouth.
What, oh, that was the formula that it gave me.
Yeah.
I love it now.
Well,
It's funny.
I'm glad it agrees with you now, but you sure were some mess taking it then.
Maybe I wanted mother's milk.
My mother didn't have any.
Didn't people nurse then, Ma? I mean, it wasn't...
Oh, sure they did, and I asked them if I could nurse Debbie and just laughed.
Why?
Because at that time I had like suction cup things in the...
Dixie cup?
Yeah, Dixie cups or whatever. But he laughed at me. He said, I only weighed like 98 pounds.
After I was born?
Yeah. And he just made fun of me. And he said, no way could you nurse these children. It would kill you. So I never got to do it.
Was I an easy birth?
Oh, yeah.
No, tell me.
Yes. I said, oh, yeah. Yes, you were.
But how long was labor and all of that?
Well, I started having labor pains at 1 in the morning, and you were born around 5 in the morning. And you were the one that I kept calling people into my room.
I was performing already.
And I kept saying, hey, did you know I just had the most beautiful baby girl? And I called the doctors. Well, first of all, they couldn't wake me up. I was knocked out after you were born. And then I kept calling everybody in. And finally the nurse came and she said, oh, thank God, you finally come around. But no, I was yelling and screaming to everybody and telling them I had the most beautiful baby girl. And I did.
Please don't take your sunshine away.
Do you think that babies suffer from being born in hospitals?
No.
Versus natural childbirth?
No. No, I don't. No, I couldn't have had kinder, nicer care. And
but I mean, like coming out to a slap on the bottom and all, and being put in a nursery and all that.
Not at the time that you kids were born, no.
Because they hadn't developed it?
At that time, it was
still
mother,
pretty...
nurse care, and the nurses cared as much as the mothers.
But I mean, just the initial birth was pretty drugged and all that.
No, I wasn't that drugged.
So you were conscious for the whole thing?
Just about to the very end, yeah. No, I don't feel that it was why, are you working on this home birth thing?
No, I was just getting information, honey.
No, I couldn't have been happier. And I remember right up until you shot right out. And after that, then I just kind of went berserk, telling everybody I had a daughter because I'd already had a son. And no, I feel myself that a hospital birth is better than a home birth in case there are complications. You're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda.
Your bright stars and sweet smile, for they say you are taking the sunshine that has moved in our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Don't hasten to
Why do you think I was such a guilty person?
You weren't a guilty person. You were a very special person. but you were a very special baby. You're very different. You always were a very special little girl. You were always a very special child.
In what way special, Mom?
Because you were so sweet and so dear and so different and...
How different?
You're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda. You're very different, Linda. Thoughtful. You were just very special.
Was that with other kids or just mostly grown-ups?
What do you mean with other kids?
Was I special? Was I nice to other kids, or was I just trying to get the attention of grown-ups?
No, you were just special.
When I played, did the game have to be my way, or?
Oh, Linda, when we had a front porch on this house, and I was sitting in the front room the one day, and you and Janie and Bethany, and you were the leader. And somebody said they didn't want to do something, and you said, I am the Virgin Mary. I will give out. You had wafers. You were giving out Holy Communion. Do you remember that one?
Did I do always girl things, or did I ever do things that were not girl games or girl things? I mean, would I...
you always did girl things. Remember the little table and chairs? And you used to have parties out in the backyard. I'd bring out sandwiches and cookies and drinks and all that stuff. And you'd have your dolls out there and have parties.
I wasn't a tomboy at all.
Never.
Was I morose, Mel?
I don't think so.
Like as a teenager, or?
No, I don't. For a while you were kind of hidden from me while you were in high school. That kind of thing. You were in the choir and you were doing all these things, but if I asked you questions, you'd turn me off. But, no, you weren't. I wouldn't say you were morose or out of it or whatever.
Well, I sound pretty normal.
Well, I would have thought you were. Why do you think you weren't?
No, I just, well, it's just good to get, you forget what you were like, you know, and it's good to get it from the source.
I would say that you had a very lovely, beautiful, normal childhood.
With a ba-ba here, a ba-ba there, here a ba, here a ba, everywhere a ba, here, a moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo, old MacDonald had E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O. And a cluck, 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 cluck here, cluck, 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 cluck there, here a cluck, cluck, there a cluck, cluck, everywhere, cluck, 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 moo, here, moo, there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo, a ba-ba here, a ba-ba there, here a ba, there a ba, everywhere a ba-ba, old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O, with oink, oink, cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck, cluck, tell me.